Yo, what's up, everybody? Mic, mic check, mic check. What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me know if everyone hears me. Yo, let me know if the sound is good. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Wow, it's loud. This is loud. Too loud. And make it rain. What's up, everybody? Make sure if you can hear me or not. Let's get this cracking. Let's get this COVID-19 Sixers team rolling. Yeah, Chef's got to go off today. Seth has got to give us 30 for a W. No excuse. Nothing else. Seth has got to give us a good 30 tonight. I think he can do it. I think he can do it. What's up, Bird? Drop a score, buddy. Drop a score. You know the deal. It's the COVID game. It's the 2021 COVID game. 2 years into this shit, and we're still having it. Bro, at some point, I mean, I guess. You know what? I'm not even going to complain. Sixers have been winning without him, without anybody, really. But this shit's frustrating. I don't get it. I don't get how we can still allow teams to play. What up, Kaya? What up, homegirl? What's up, shorty? Yeah, dude, Bird. I think today might be the day the Knicks end the Sixers streak. But you know what? I'm still proud of this team. I'm still really proud of the Sixers team. I'm not saying they're going to lose today. I said they were going to lose against the Pistons 2 games ago, and we pulled that win. So what the hell do I know? What the hell do I know? Yeah, it is. It is some BS, Kia. That's a fact. It's a fact. It's a shame he's sick right now. In all honesty, I just hope he's okay. Just hope he's okay. Because you know him and everything, bro. 4 dudes. Yeah, this might be the Paul Reed night. Is Paul Reed gonna go off for like 60? Paul Reed's about to drop 60 on him. First, what's it called? First Ricky Rubio, now Paul Reed. Dropping 37. 37 and 10. I can stand for that. Ah, Kate Scott's back. Yo, Rubio popped the hell off. What's up, Pat? What up, buddy? Man, the league needs to cancel these games. Reminds me of last year. Yeah, bro, it's on some shit right now. It is on some shit. It reminds me of 2 years ago, actually. And I'm just like, dude, there's no reason we're doing this. Paul Reed had a good game though, 10-5. The Knicks came back down to earth too, ever since their first couple of games. As expected, Rubio popped off for 37 and 10. 37 and 10, guys. Dude had 7 made threes. Ricky Rubio, of all people. Ricky Rubio. Yo, also, shout out to you, ladies and gentlemen, for the channel growing right now. We're getting a lot of good views ever since I talked shit on my last stream. Ever since I talked some shit on my last stream, my YouTube's growing again. The YouTube gods have been listening. So shout out to you, YouTube gods. Yo, how could I forget that the Clippers game? Kia, you know me. You know that Shake is my favorite player on this team. Don't you dare ask me if I remember that. I'm here for Shake Milton. I'm the biggest Shake Milton stan east of the Mississippi. It's kind of crazy though. Like I live in New York now. I gotta be the biggest Sixers fan in the state of New York. I got to be. I, there's there's got to be some type of competition somewhere. I'll play in that competition and I'll beat them. I'll out Sixer them if that's a thing. And if it's not, I'll make it a thing and then I'll beat them in it. I'm hungry though, guys. And it is 400 degrees in my apartment right now. Why am I sweating so much? Kia, hold up. Hold up. I don't remember it. I'm sorry. Let me hear it. It was something I don't remember, Kia. I don't remember. I'm sorry. If you guys haven't checked out my video today too, totally check that out. Obviously, it's reacting to the whole Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown thing. That shit was insane. Oh yeah, Kia. Oh, Kia. You know what? You're special. Oh, Kate Scott's the worst, Bird. Yeah, Bird, check my video out. I made a video on it today. A couple hours ago. 3 hours ago, I want to say. 2, 3 hours. No, it's probably 4 hours ago. I can't stand Kate Scott. She's like my least favorite human being. I'm sure she's a great lady. You know what I mean? But as a Sixers announcer, we could have done so much better. Could have done so much better, dude. Yeah, I like Allah. I like Allah, but yeah, Kia, you might be right. You know, like my thing is that Kate Scott doesn't know basketball very well. And like she knows basketball, but she doesn't know Sixers basketball. And like that kind of frustrates me a little bit. Like I feel like I shouldn't like understand the game of Sixers basketball more than an announcer because if that's the case, I just feel like I could do that job, you know? I like the dude who's subbing for her, but like the worst thing about Kate Scott to me is her voice. Her voice is awful. Like she is just an annoying voice. And two, the fact that she stays so monotone. And I don't mean like boring monotone, I just mean like she doesn't know how to get excited correctly. She doesn't understand Sixers basketball. And when Allah made a joke about like going back to North Carolina, like going back to Duke, she was like she asked him if he played against Duke in his career. And I'm like, yo, you dumb bleep. He goddamn went to Duke University. That's where he went to school. You're telling me you don't even know where your partner went to school? He was in the NBA for like 10 years and you don't know that. I'm like, yo, honey, do some research and bring intelligence to the game of basketball. I want a guy who, not, it doesn't have to be a guy, you know? I don't even mean to say that. I want an individual who is going to make the game exciting to watch and that knows the game of basketball, and she does neither. she doesn't, she does neither. She is so boring. She has no personality. She's not interesting. And if I have to hear her call a partner one more time, I'm going to strangle myself. Like, you are not Mark Zumoff. You don't say garbage into gold. Don't say heading into the home stretch or whatever the fuck Zumoff would say. Make up your own shit. Be your own person. That's my thing against her. She has no individualism. She has no like personality. She is just like a carbon copy of what she thinks people want her to be. And I'm like, dude, you got to be yourself first of all. People will like you if you're just you. Don't force it because you're forcing it, and I get it. It's a tough job. If it wasn't a tough job, everybody would be good at it. But she just goes on and on and on about just stupid shit. And the fact that she didn't know, if the fact that she didn't know Allah went to Duke blows my mind. He talks about it like 3 times a game. She's just bring Molly French, nah, dude. No shot. She was excruciating too. Dude, do Matt Cord, whatever the guy's name is, the radio dude. What up, Nelson? It's been a while, buddy. Am I in Philly? What up, Vision? I'm originally from Philadelphia, but I live in New York now. I moved to New York a little bit over a year ago. I'm an actor, so that's what I do. Let's see the starting lineup. We got Tyrese, Seth, Danny Green, Furkan at the 4, Andre Drummond. This is a winnable game. Like, I don't want to say we should win this because we shouldn't, but it's winnable. It's winnable. Yo, if Merrill Reese was the Sixers announcer, I wouldn't even know how to react. I would start calling players like Donovan McNabb and T.O., Jeremiah Trotter, Javon Curse, the freak. I went to training camp when I was younger, and I saw Javon Curse like up close and personal. That dude is the biggest individual of all time. Like, Javon Curse is the biggest human I've ever seen in my life. This is either going to be a blowout or a Sixers win. Yeah, Furky at the 4, bro. Why not? He'll give you like 1 rebound a night, hit a couple threes, do his thing. We need to hit shots. We need to hit shots tonight. Seth needs to pop off. I hate that Seth wears a shirt underneath his jersey. He looks like that kid in CYO basketball that just sucked. All right, let's get this W, huh? So Pat says 110, 100. Knicks. Bird says 109, 98. No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad if we lose this game. Dude, we have our C team on the court. Nerlens Noel starting. Oh, what a homecoming. Danny Green. All right. Good rebound, Seth. Tough shot, buddy. And he hits it. That's it. Game over. We won. We won. We won. It's game over. Bro, Seth's undershirt infuriates me. He's wearing an undershirt. Bro, what are you doing? Take that shit off. Julius Randle hits a 3. It's going to be one of those days. One of those days where the scrubs are hitting 3s. I'm going to stand by the fact I think Julius Randle's overrated. I really do. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's an all-star. Give it to Seth. Let Seth drop 40 tonight. Let Seth drop 40 tonight. Oh, Tyrese. Dunk that shit. Oh, Andre Drummond. Oh, Andre Drummond. Yo, me too, Vision. Bro, I've been on the DeJounte Murray train for a good 2 months. But like lately, I've been really heavy on it because he's been fantastic this year. He's been awesome, and he doesn't like demand too much to take out of this Sixers chemistry we got going. Plus, he's a young kid. Like his problem is that he doesn't know how to close a game to save his life. Like the Spurs suck, but the Spurs suck because their fourth quarter play is garbage. Like they literally can't close games out. I've been watching some Spurs games lately too, just because I love DeJounte's game, Keldon Johnson, Lonnie Walker, but they can't close a damn game out to save their life. It's so frustrating, and I know Greg Popovich has got to be pissed off about it. But they're a young team, and they're pretty good. Like they have some talented guys. I think the dudes that they have are going to be pretty decent, but they don't have a star. They don't have anything close to a star. I think DeJounte Murray is their best player, and I think he's like a third best player on a winning team. Oh, great move, Andre. He can't finish though. Danny Green on Julius Randle is a strange. Julius Randle is not good. He really isn't. What up, Bacon? Good pass. Kate Scott, what the hell game are you watching? Good defense. Kemba Brick. That man is just, I feel bad for him. Seth, got to hit that, buddy. Seth Curry's dropping 40 tonight. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Seth Curry's dropping 40. How you been, Bacon? Tyrese has really been impressive defensively. I think that's the biggest takeaway I've got from him. Ew. Give Nerlens Noel that mid-range jumper all game. We'll win by 30. He will go 2 of 17 from there. It's an ugly shot. Oh, yeah, Seth? 40. Seth's dropping 40. Sixers up 8-5 right now. Seth Curry is beating the Knicks by 2. Bro, Seth Curry's a dog. This kid's a dog. The biggest steal I can recently name is the trade for Seth Curry. Daryl Morey does things for me. I'm naming my kid Maury Melly. I promise you. I promise everyone in this chat. My first kid's name's Maury. He or she. I don't give a damn. He or she naming my son or daughter Maury Melly. Seth, what the fuck are you doing, buddy? Tyrese has been playmaking a lot better the last 2 weeks. Interesting that Paul Reed's not starting. I guess because he has to play the backup 5, and they'd rather stagger minutes between Andre and Paul Reed. Yeah, I agree. I'm waiting for Ben to get traded. Give me Jaylen Brown. Good defense, Tyrese. Wow, it's a tough shot, Julius Randle. It is so hot. Oh, good pass. Tyrese, knockdown. Big shot, Tyrese. Big shot, buddy. Nice little nifty behind the back. Yeah, Brown would be huge. Sixers would be so good, dude. My whole fantasy team's hurt right now. God damn. Got to put some starters in. Furkan from 45 feet out, pump fakes. Don't think anyone's jumping for you on that one. Furkan for 3. Big time, bro. This dude's been scary. This dude's been scary. Yeah, that would be cool, Bacon. Yo, maybe you called it first. I have Jaylen Brown too. My fantasy team's 3-0 right now. We're loving it. We're big fans over here. Bad pass, Burke. Bad pass. Good defense. Oh. Julius Randle's so annoying to watch play. That can't just be me, right? I feel like Seth gets hurt all game or gets fouled all game long, and they just don't call it. He always does that like tease dribble out in front of his body and then pulls it back, and then he's just constantly flailing because they just foul him. Good defense. We got to grab boards, though, guys. Got to grab boards. Nerlens Noel can't be scoring on us. Yeah. I'm not a huge Danny Green 3. We're gonna need to hit them. Sixers are winning right now. I know it's super early, but like Tyrese just died. Danny Green, what are you doing, dude? Dude, I feel like I should like Danny Green, but I don't think I can. Furkan loves that step back lately. It's been kind of nice. Furkan from 45 feet out. What is he doing? Dude shot that shit from Nova Scotia. Julius Randle, dude, do one more elbow jumper. What year is this, dude? Yeah, Korkmaz pulled up from genuinely Turkey. That dude said it's for the homeland and pulled it. I wonder what time it is. What time is it in Turkey? 3:21 a.m. Was it a 8-hour difference? Holy shit. The world is crazy. Time is insane. Time is literally crazy. Like it's just a man-made concept. Yeah, if Ben Simmons gets traded to the Celtics, I think it might be the greatest day of my life. I don't even care what we get back. I want to see Ben Simmons 4 times a year. I don't care what we get back. Well, I do, but like I don't. To see Ben Simmons, Josh Richardson, and Al Horford together on the court on the same team as Celtics would be the funniest thing ever. That's what comedy is, guys. That's what comedy is. It doesn't get funnier than that. Would you be down to try Furkan? No. No. I like Furkan lately. Not overall, but I like him lately. But he's not a point guard. I know people think he should be and like should try, but like pass. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's me with him right now. He's doing well. Don't try to force it. Kind of like battling back from a sickness right now, so yo, how about Colin Sexton? If the Sixers win this, I think the Sixers don't lose for the rest of the season, and they go 80-2. They're going to have to play a lot of minutes, man. Furkan for 3. Wow. Big time hit, bro. He's been crazy from 3. Been crazy from 3 lately. Sixers up 2, 4 minutes left. Julius Randle, another fadeaway. Bro, you're 6'9". Stop fading away. Yeah, I was talking about it now too. Nah, not now. Sexton's out for the year. Seth for 3. Good rebound, Andre. Good rebound, Andre. Got that shit swatted. RJ's been a great defender this year. Kemba for 3. I will give you that shot all night, Kemba. Shit's not 2017 anymore. Furkan for 3. Oh, you overran it. Give it to Danny. Give it to Danny. Oh, good. Oh my god, my head is killing me. Oh, Shake's in? That's it. Sorry, New York, it's over. Get that Shake. What do you do? Look. Shake comes in, forces a turnover. 2 seconds in. 2 seconds in. Shake's on a different level, bro. George? Bro, I put up 55 threes tonight. I don't care. It's the only way we're going to win. Only way we're going to win. I would not do Ben Simmons for Con Sexton, though. That's for sure. Even before this injury. Sixers can do more. Shake just got manhandled. You're going to have to get up, though, buddy. 5 seconds. Pull that shit. Shake. Bro, Philly is just yoinking threes right now. No shit, dude. The guy was on the ground. I thought they caught a foul on that. Good pass, RJ. The fan in the third row is pumped that you just gave it to him. George has kind of been struggling a little bit from 3 past couple days. Almost made a bad foul on that, too. Almost made a bad foul.
My God, Andy Lou, Warriors should start 9-1, even without Clay. Really? Let's take a look at those first 10 games, shall we? LA Lakers, LA Clippers, Memphis, Charlotte, Atlanta, could be 5-5, could be 6-4, but 9-1, you will not be. This is why I love Warriors media. Just delusional and fucking hilarious. My God, Andy Lou, Warriors should start 9-1, even without Clay. Really? Let's take a look at those first 10 games, shall we?
That's so funny. I don't know, Kia. I would like to think so. I don't think anytime soon. I honestly think December is going to be the move. I don't think he'll go to Boston though. Personally, I don't think he's going to go to Boston. But again, I would gladly wish. I love that Gary Payton's kid is a stud on defense. Hit that, Furcon. Give it back to Shake. Ooh, what are we doing here, guys? What seems to be the offensive plan? Shake. Pull it. Mother trucker. Good defense. Damn. Yeah, imagine Boston hires Brett Brown. That'd be so funny. George, it's got to get in. It's got to get in, George Niang. Got to get in, buddy. That was bad defense. Really bad defense. I want to see an Andre Drummond 3 tonight. If we lose by 15 and he hits a 3, I'm okay. Oh, Cork. Buddy. Get that board. Ah. Good take, Shake. Oh, Andre, buddy. How are we not tipping that in? Good defense. And that went in. That's crazy. Well, this was a bad run. These Knicks jerseys are fire. Well, this had a really quick turn that we don't love. Sixers down 9 all of a sudden. It's all right, though. Paul Reed's in. Paul Reed's about to drop 30. George, you got to hit your shots, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, me too, John. Holy shit. Only team I hate more than the Knicks are the Celtics. I despise Boston. Like, truly. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why I care so much, but I hate Boston. George Niang talks so much shit, bro. It's awesome. So funny how much shit the minivan talks. Good thing we're putting Danny Green in for the last 18 seconds of the first quarter, Doc Rivers. Nah. Screw the Celtics. I'm taking the Celtics over the Knicks. I have too many friends that are Celtics fans. I just don't like. Like I like the people. I just don't like how much they love Boston. And there's talk about delirious and just stupid. That's great defense. George Niang's the man. Yeah, minivan needs to blow up. He's not really been shooting well though lately. He's not really been shooting that very well. That's an interesting take you got there, John. We're giving that back to Boston. That's crazy. You would take the minivan. Yo, you're obsessed with that dude right now. I'm here for it. I really am. I just think it's funny. Oh, I don't want to do that. I feel like Korkmaz is getting too much confidence. Yeah, but like he hit 2 in the first quarter. So like I'm kind of cool with him, at least for this game. Like maybe not every day, because that's what I hate so much about him sometimes is his basketball hubris, and he thinks he's way better than he is. But like at least today we kind of need that out of him. You know what I mean? Like it comes to a point where we don't have anything. Like this team's depleted as fuck right now. So like I get it. Nah, 2 and 13 is rough. Definitely don't want 2 and 13. 2 for 13. Shit, I don't want to do that. Fuck. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Don't die, phone. Don't die, phone. Don't die, phone. Fuck. Oh, shit. Yo, John, I've been playing some Overwatch lately. Bro. Kind of popped off earlier today. I had a 5K yesterday. I might still have the clip on the. Nah, probably not. Shit. I wanted to save that too. Oh. I had a 5K with Junkrat at Volskaya Industries or whatever the fuck it's called. That shitty mat. Oh, my foot. Yeah, I haven't played it. I play maybe once every 2 weeks. I got too much going on. It's good to quit though. Get that board, Paul. Come on, don't mess with the mud. Don't mess with the mud, man. Let's get George Niang going. He needs to hit some shots. That's a bucket right there. Oh, George, buddy, you gotta stop being so weak. Fatigue. Bro, he doesn't even start. Nice take. All right, George. What up, Bonjay? What up, buddy? That's awesome. That's so funny, John. I went and played pool a couple of weeks ago on my birthday. There's a pool house right in Brooklyn, right around like 20 minutes from me. That's a nasty move by Taj Gibson. Bro, Andre, am I down for that trade? I would you can take my left nut for that trade. I will give you Ben Simmons and Shake Milton for Jaylen Brown. And you know how much I love my man Shake, but I would do that. Maybe not. No, I probably would. So yes, the answer is yes. I would do anything. Danny Green sucks. Oh shit. Oh, good luck, buddy. Yeah, I want to get on an intramural basketball, not intramural, but like a rec league basketball or baseball team. Really bad out here. Shit's expensive though. Plus I don't really have a ton of time. Yo, I don't know if you know Andre, but like every Sixer right now has COVID. So we're starting scrubs. What do you mean? I don't think you think the Sixers aren't pulling the trigger on it. Yeah, dude, John, that's what I need. I want like softball. Softball or basketball. Basketball's cool. I mean, there's a court like right by my apartment. So I go there and I play pickup a lot. Plus it has lights, which is cool. Like I'll go at like 6 p.m. and just ball for a little bit. I think the Sixers would do that, Andre. I think it's probably Boston that's not pulling the trigger on that. Understandably, I mean, Jaylen Brown's a freaking stud. Dude's legit, like really, really legit. Not from the reports I've read, Andre. I think Philly would straight up do 1-for-1 deal, but I read that Boston is not interested. These tanks hit dingers. Yeah, I would imagine, dude. But I don't have 2K though, Pat. I have like 2K20 or 19. And I have like all the rosters like updated, but like they're just like everyone's fake. Yo, Andre, check out my video I made this morning on the Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown thing. I was hype as shit. I woke up, I instantly convinced myself the Sixers got Jaylen Brown, even though I knew they didn't. Like I still convinced myself. I was like, it's a wrap. Sixers win. It's over. We're a contender. We win. Turns out we didn't get him. Wow. Yo, Woj bombs get me through life. Wait, where'd you read that, kid? I'm totally interested in seeing that. I'm probably throwing in one of the two, not both of them. Good shit. Yeah, it came out of nowhere. I was like, what the fuck? Yo, dude. Literally woke up at 10 a.m. That shit hit, and I was like, I was going nuts, dude. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, Boston, the team that's seen Ben Simmons score 0 points against them in the playoffs, are interested in him? Brad Stevens is a moron. He's a way better coach than he is a GM. He went out and got Al Horford. Bro, are you aware of what goes on? You know how dude plays? I think the trade makes sense for both teams. Dude, like it makes sense, yeah. But like when it comes to a player for player comparison, that's like trading Chris Paul for Russell Westbrook. You don't do it. Like you just look at what's going on. You don't, and it's going to come back and kill Boston if they do, unless they tap into Ben Simmons' potential. But as a Sixers fan, I can promise you they won't, because he is a bitch. And like he thinks Philly fans are hard. Dude, Boston's going to eat that kid alive. And I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. You can give me like not a great return, and I would still gladly throw Ben Simmons to Boston just to watch him fail and kill their franchise as he's tried to kill ours. Yo, Shake Milton gets wrecked every time he gets to the rim, and they don't call anything. Yo, exactly, Prod. Bro, he is. Boston fans are not only extremely ruthless, but they're racist as shit. Ben Simmons is going to have it. Like, scarily have it. They're going to call that a foul. You're really going to call that a foul? That's crazy. This game's insane right now, by the way. Like, dude, in theory, I think the only one Simmons is a pass from defender. Yeah, but dude, in theory, Ben Simmons makes a lot of sense in Boston. But in reality, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't. With Horford at the 5, though, I actually do like the dynamic having Ben playmaking. Tatum be cool, dude. But when the playoffs come and you shut down Jason Tatum because he's an inefficient mid-range shooter, what are they going to do? You know what I mean? Like, no. Boston is not constructed well as a team now And they would be better with Ben Simmons, I think. They would finally have a defensive identity, something they haven't had in legitimately years. But it doesn't fix their offensive issues. Like, they need a playmaker for sure. Yeah. And he's a great playmaker. George, you got to hit that three. And he airballed it. What the fuck is going on with George Niang? Thank God the Knicks are chucking shit. Wow. I actually do like the dynamic. It's really just a massive risk. Yeah, it's a huge risk. But what makes me believe it is the Celtics need to take a risk because this just doesn't work. It doesn't, Rick. Doesn't work. I mean, yeah, you're a huge jinx. I could have told you that though, because the minivan, I mean, he didn't shoot well last game or the game before. I mean, they had Kyrie Irving, who's a pretty good point guard, and Kemba. And Kemba was pretty good that first year and kind of like they've been looking for a really good point guard, but Boston has to take a risk. They have to. This isn't working. And how much longer are you going to do this with these two guys that are eventually going to ask out because it's just not working? Like, it's not working. Yeah, of course. Of course I saw that comment. Like, Marcus Smart, dude, we're 7 games into a season and they're having a players only meeting. That is so fucked. They are so fucked. That is awful for a franchise. 7 games into a season. Seriously? That's awful. I mean, and like the thing with Marcus Smart, like he wants to be a leader, right? But if Marcus Smart is your leader for a team, you're in trouble because he's not good enough to light fires under dudes' asses. Because he was complaining about passing when one of those games they lost because they gave it to him with like 35 seconds left and he bricked the three. They gave you the ball, dude. Kyrie and Kemba are scorers and not set up guys, so that dynamic would never work with the team. Yeah, I mean, I think there's so many different reasons why those dudes didn't work there. And I think it stems back to the fact that like, just think about it. What is Boston missing the most? They are missing a leader. That's their problem right now. They're missing a leader because Tatum and Jaylen Brown are still young kids, right? But they haven't. Neither of them have been that leader guy that they need. They're not really that alpha dude. They're great scorers, but they don't do anything else. They play defense, yeah, sure, but when it comes to make winning plays, they're not leaders. They're not clubhouse dudes. If Marcus Smart's coming out here 7 games into a season talking shit on the 2 best players, that's not a good sign to those 2 best players. And if you think about it, they went out and got Kyrie. Kyrie's not a leader. He's not a leader. He's a championship winning player as a number 2. He's not a leader. He will never be a leader. He's just not that dude. He doesn't give a shit that much. And they went out and got Kemba. Kemba's not a leader. They need a leader. But the thing is, if you think Ben Simmons is a leader, you are sadly mistaken, Boston. I mean, Marcus Smart is that guy, but he's not good enough to be your leader. You know, he's not good enough to be that leader. That is a terrible call by that referee. What up, Goff? Yo, Ray Allen went to Miami because he got in a huge brawl, not brawl, like fist fight, but like verbal fight with KG and Paul Pierce. Boston's missing a leader and yeah, of course. Like they're big time missing a playmaker and a leader dude. That's always what they've been after. And Gordon Hayward's not that guy. Like they get good guys, but they don't have any clubhouse leader. But what's so weird to me is like if they think Ben Simmons is going to get that, I don't know where they saw that. What do they see in Ben Simmons to think that he's going to be that guy? I think Tatum could be a leader, but can't take that title with Brown looking like the better player of the two, going both ways. I don't think so. I don't see it in either of them. I think Tatum is a really great player, and he's a great scorer, one of the best in the NBA. But I just don't think he's a leader. I don't think he's a clubhouse guy. And like it's okay. Like, you know, sometimes just not that. Like he's not Kawhi Leonard's not really a leader. I mean, he's like a leader on the court, but he's not a verbal dude. You know? That's why they had Kyle Lowry. They already had an established system in Toronto. That's why it worked. But then Kawhi goes to the Clippers and it doesn't work because neither him nor Paul George is that alpha leader guy. I think Ben hasn't been able to lead the NBA and let Sixers not. Dude, Ben Simmons will never be a leader. He's the furthest thing from a leader. When he played the season without Embiid, it was more promising. Nah, dude, I don't care. I'll never believe in Ben Simmons as a human being again. And that's not even a grudge. That's just me being observant to what he is. Will the Sixers make a shot? Every team needs a Chris Paul. Yeah. That would be cool. I'll trade you Ben for Chris Paul. Phoenix kind of sucks this year, so why not? Furkan just got bullied. I don't. But what does Ben Simmons show you that you're like, yeah, he's that guy. Like he could lead a team. Like what does Ben Simmons show you that makes you think he can lead a team? If he's passing up dunks, how is that, bro? The referees have been poor tonight. I just said the same shit. Yeah, and it's not even like my personal vendetta against Ben, because dude, deep down, I want Ben Simmons to be successful. But wow, that's not even close to basket interference. Why didn't Boston even consider hiring Joe Dumars? Why does no one as a coach? Who knows, dude? Why does Luke Walton still have a job? A lot of unanswered questions. Can we push this, please? You got to hit that. You got to hit that, Ferg. Big shot. That's big. We need that. Ben Simmons doesn't want to be successful. You can't want something for a guy that doesn't want it for himself. And that's the problem. For sure. For sure. Dude, my thing is you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink it. Yeah, dude. Prod, if you know anything about me at any point, I am the biggest anti Luke Walton guy ever. He is the worst coach in the NBA. Oh. The Sixers play tomorrow? Appreciate you. Yeah, dude. Luke Walton's awful. A couple things like death taxes, Luke Walton being a shitty, shitty coach. They're just inevitable things in this world. What up, Jax? Two best teams, like one in the East and one in the West. They're gonna call that a charge? Oh, okay. Good lord. Two best teams in the NBA. That's really tough. That's really, really tough. Like so far, or just what I think in general. So far, it's got to be Golden State and either us or Miami. But I think in general, Tyrese, buddy. Luke Walton's the worst, dude. I don't know though. I don't know, Hart. Like Embiid and Simmons are pretty successful. Now the Suns are not top 3. No shot, John. Phoenix has been terrible this year. I am not a believer in Phoenix. Seth, you got to hit that, buddy. We got to score. No, Ben Simmons could never be a leader if he tried. He doesn't have that mentality, dude. He's too soft. He's too image obsessed. Oh, dude, we're gonna put up so many threes today. And one. Nice. Wow, they're calling an offensive foul on Seth. Dude, get the fuck out of here. The Suns aren't good, though. Like, leads with play, not leads with actually leading. No, I know what you mean. He's not a leader. Ben Simmons is not a leader. Suns have, like, the Suns are like every team that goes on a good run that gets lucky. Dude, go back to the last playoffs and see the teams that they played. They beat the Lakers without everyone. They beat the hurt Clippers. Ew, come on, dude. Yeah, Luke Walton has officially ruined Marvin Bagley's career. Ooh, Noel's hurt? That's not good. Two teams, anyone. I don't know. No. The Suns are struggling because, right, well, when they make the. Yeah, dude, that'll be so super enough, John, but there's no shot that happens. Two players, Jax. I'm gonna say the Miami Heat and the Golden State Warriors. Yeah, I love Phoenix, but they're not. They're a flash in the pan team. They're a flash in the pan team. I think that they're good. I think that they're constructed very well, but with the way that they've been shooting the basketball lately, no, it's a no for me. Dude, I think Zaire Smith ruined Zaire Smith's career. One, Jax. Yeah, refs have been terrible, Mitch. But the Sixers also can't make a shot to save their life, so it's interesting. What I meant about Embiid and Simmons not being able to work is, by the way, I take the Bucks. They got Giannis, and then Brook Lopez the counter. Giannis being in the paint all the time. Yeah, I mean Joel shoots threes though. Dude, shoot that, dude. Why are we so scared to shoot the ball? I think Sam Hinkie should have a job. I mean, it's been a couple of years now, but you would imagine he could throw him in like the Kings franchise and somehow. Sixers are losing by 19. I disagree so much with that Ben Simmons Giannis take. We do, dude. We do. We surrounded him with everything. Korkmaz is just a bucket. Like, dude, we've given Ben Simmons everything he could have ever asked for with spacing, shooters. We got Seth Curry. We had JJ Redick. We have Korkmaz. We have everyone for him. We've surrounded him with everything. Al Horford was for him. Nice job, Cork. So I don't want to hear that if we could do what Giannis did, then nah, dude. I love watching Julius Randle shoot stupid shit. A lot of Knicks fans. Sixers down 17, man. Exactly. Exactly, Andre. Joel doesn't have to go out and shoot threes, but he did for Mr. Ben Simmons. And all we're asking of Ben is to be a little bit aggressive, just once in his life. Shoot the ball, Shake Milton. Look what happens. I'm not saying that y'all should have built around him, but all 100% built around Embiid. But I find it interesting to think of the team. We did build around him. We chose to build around Ben, not Embiid. My bad, by the way, I'm coming from that. Nah, dude, I'm here for debates. I don't really need it. I like talking to fans who don't like the Sixers or like other teams or this and that. I'm here for it. You don't have to apologize. Seth, pull up as many times as you possibly can from three. Just shoot 100 times. Niang, you got to make it. God damn. John McClernand, why did you have to pick him to be on your stupid DraftKings team? Fucking Evan Fournier. Yeah, maybe. There you go. Shake, welcome back. I just don't think like it makes a difference. He doesn't. No, you're not. You're good. You don't have to apologize. I don't even think. But the thing is, he doesn't even go down the lane. He doesn't, dude. In the playoffs, he shot 4 times in the fourth quarter in the 7-game series. You know how embarrassing that is. All we're asking of him is to just learn a 5-foot jump shot. We're literally asking for the bare minimum from him as an NBA player, as a guy who's getting paid $180 million. We're just like, hey, do anything for us, please. And he can't do it. It's such a simple concept, and he has never been able to do it. Furkan's been awesome in this game. Julius Randle just does stupid spin moves. I hate him playing basketball. I can't stand watching him play. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, dude, Jane Springer's a totally different argument. I have my opinions and beliefs on that about what I think the plan was that night and how it just didn't happen, and then we got stuck with something. I don't think we ever meant to keep Jaden Springer on this team. I don't think we ever meant to keep him. I think the whole plan, Jaden Springer, was to draft him and use him as a trade piece for Ben Simmons. Because the kid's 18. There's no way the Sixers thought timeline-wise that he fits with the team it is now. There's no shot. There's no way they believe that. So I think if you see any trade ever, Jane Springer is going to be in that. Just because it doesn't make any sense to have him. Yeah, I think so. Charles Bassey's a good player. Will be an okay player if he can get some playing time in the future. He can be a good rebounder, good defender and a rebounder. That's vital off the bench. Tyrese got to knock that down. Big shot, buddy. Big shot. Yeah, I agree. Who's the European you drafted? Which dude? Strangely, I believe the Sixers have a chance to make this a game again. I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about. Really hurts the fact that Joel's out and then actually sick with Tobias. That's tough, man. COVID's no joke. I'm starving. Ugh. Yeah, I think so, Andre. Knowing Philadelphia's leashes for Philip Petrusev. Yeah, that dude weighs like 110 pounds. He shoots it, but like over the summer league, he didn't really show anything. Couple nice blocks though. Pretty good defensively. I think the Sixers leashes with coaches, like he'll have just think about like Brett Brown probably lasted a year, arguably 2 years longer than they should have let him. So like if you do the same math with Doc, he's probably got at least 2 years left. Plus with this year, like it's kind of like no one expects us to do anything because of the whole Ben Simmons situation. So like it's kind of just like a you know just a year, like a buffer year, I should say, a buffer year. That makes sense. I'm so tired. Why? Like I need to eat. No shot, John. No shot. Brett Brown will never be a head coach again. I promise you. Dude, he quit the Australian national team job after he got fired. I feel like Philadelphia broke him, as we should have. We should have broke that dude years ago. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Andre, but like, dude, Ben Simmons deserves so much more hate than Doc Rivers. And I don't really like Doc Rivers that much. I mean, he's okay. Sixers shot 22 threes in the first half. My 40 plus three prediction is correctly on par so far. Andre, would you take Ben Simmons on the Hawks? I made a video earlier today. You got to watch it because I talk about the Hawks, saying that I think the Hawks might be a sleeper team to grab Ben. What would you think about that? Too obvious that Doc has serious issues with winning big games. Yeah, big time. Yeah, dude, we're 8-2, and there's no reason we're 8-2. We should not be this good right now. That's a pure fact. Sixers should not be 8-2. They should be 9-1. We should not have lost to the Nets, but we also shouldn't have beat half the teams we beat, so I can't complain. Our defense is going to struggle today, as it has, because no Ben, no Matisse, no Embiid. I really know 14. Dude, Ben Simmons would 100% start. Think about this, though. I put thought into this from the Atlanta perspective. Ben Simmons, the 4, with Collins at the 5. Maybe, I mean, Capella off the bench. But Ben at the 4 with Collins at the 5, that's the most athletic starting 5 in the NBA. Regardless of who else you start. Trae Young and those two, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care if it's Kevin Herter. I mean, that dude's kind of an athlete, though, so shame on me. Peace out, Pat. Surprisingly, no one's mentioned they played Pistons twice in OKC and Pelicans. The Sixers? Yeah. Well, should have lost the Pistons game. Cam Reddish is having some issues fitting with the roster, both first and second team, so there's Simmons for Reddish trade. Simmons coming off the bench in the 6th. Yeah, you would have to give up. Cam Reddish has improved this year, may I add, but he doesn't. The thing with Cam Reddish is he needs to do more for Atlanta because Atlanta needs a second star. Yeah, they're pumped about beating the 8-2 Sixers by 14. That's funny. The 8-2 Sixers with 6 guys out because of COVID. being forced to play a game for no reason. Cam Reddish is putting up probably his best season, but he's just not a second star. Collins is too small for the 5. He got wrecked, and I'm glad that they got Capella to move John to his right spot. I agree, but think about it. Think about Ben playing the 5. Think about just the pure athleticism, up and down, exciting play Atlanta can put out with, like, think about Trae Young. Who would they trade Philly, though? I mean, it's got to be Cam Reddish. It's got to be. You're keeping Kevin Huerter because you just gave that dude a bag. I don't think Cam's going to be a star, but I think he's a really, really good player. So, really good. Yeah. I don't know what you would trade for Ben. That's the only thing. I just think he fits well. I think a Trae Young, Ben Simmons pick and roll would be disgusting. But the John Collins, Trae Young pick and roll is disgusting. So I'll take Bogdanovich. Fuck. That dude's a bucket getter. That was a great signing on your part. Mark Jackson just is a weird dude. I think it would be interesting if he ran out of 5. I don't think there's any chance a contender is going to one-on-one Simmons. Huge risk. He makes your team worse, toxically. Bringing Cam Newton or Odell. Totally different sport, though, dude. Also, Cam Newton's a former MVP. And multiple teams have went out and got him after all of this shit. So Cam's still on that rookie scale, but you know he's going to get that bag. Yeah, I mean Bogdan, but like the thing with Bogdanovich is like he is just a pure scorer. Outside of that, he brings nothing. So he's not a starter on a contending team. I don't think Ben's a backup though. Like that's my thing. Like or are you talking about Cam Newton? Oh, Cam Newton's a bitch. That's why. Now at this point. But I'm saying like if Cam Newton won the MVP, imagine the trade return you would have gotten at that point. Baggage is totally a thing. I mean I agree, but like Ben Simmons' value, it's not like Ben Simmons has been bouncing around and doing it team to team. Like he's only done it this year publicly. It's only been for 1 year. It's not too late for some team to jump down and pull the trigger on him. You know what I mean? It's not like this has been a public thing forever. And Simmons is, dude, he doesn't talk. Like, sure, this isn't a good look for him, but like, it's not like he's this like public nuisance like Kyrie or fucking whoever, where it's like hard to have like Dwight Howard. And he's a good player. Ben to Kings for De'Aaron, shut up, bro. I would. That would be the greatest thing ever. De'Aaron Fox in a Sixers jersey, count me in. Holy shit, I love that dude. I love De'Aaron Fox so much. I'll give you another dude. Ben and Danny Green for De'Aaron Fox. I know you won't do it, but I'll do it. What? I'm all ears, Andre. I'll give you a dude. You pick the dude that's not like a really important guy. Have him. I would go out and buy a no shot, Andre. The Sixers would never go and get Russell Westbrook. Teams like, have we not been awake for the last 3 years? No, but like, because Russell Westbrook sucks. He's not a good player. He's a stat sheet stuffer. He's a great basketball player, but he's not a winner, and he's not that dude. Yeah, of course they would have to put in multiple things there to get Ben. There's no shot the Sixers would take him. Russell Westbrook has like the second worst contract in the NBA. What would you entail with that, Kia? What would you entail in that? Well, what would you throw in with that, Kia? Buddy Hield and what? Because Buddy Hield's a dude that I very much love watching play basketball. He had like 26 last night off the bench. The dude just goddamn splashes. But you'd have to give us more. I made on my video. No way. No, Kia, we get more than that. Harrison Barnes and Buddy Hield, I think would push the needle. But Ben Simmons is way better than Buddy. I think Ben Simmons' value is higher than we think it is. I think Ben Simmons is a higher value than the majority of NBA fans think because of, you know, the fact that he's so obviously on the trading block. But like compared to another, I don't know. I think like I would put Ben Simmons to. Damn, that's tough. I don't like as another player. That's really tough. I think he's worth two good role players and a guy who could be something really good. Like I think I've been saying this for a couple months now. Like I think the ideal trade in Philadelphia situation and a trade that I think perfectly explains the value that I think is Ben Simmons is DeJounte Murray, Keldon Johnson, and Lonnie Walker. No picks, just those three for Ben. I think that's kind of where I gauge his value at right now, at least from what I've read. I'm just thinking about a need and fit for where Ben would get interest. Teams that need a point. I think teams that need defense. I think we value defense more than his offensive game. Like I think Sacramento is the best place for him to go. Golden State. Um, no, they would, dude. John, I promise you, dude. I promise you, they would. That's where I'm thinking like we are wrong, and we, as in not me, everyone else. I think Ben Simmons is a higher trade value than most people give him credit. Yeah, I think it would be two of the three. It would either be DeJounte and Keldon or DeJounte and Lonnie Walker. The Spurs are just struggling. Like they're struggling. I think the Spurs are a good fit for him because if Greg Popovich can't get him to play well, then he's fucked. No one can. And like, but I really believe that. What I think is stopping Philly from doing anything though, John, is December. Like I think you're going to see Ben Simmons traded in December because that's when all the free agents can be moved because they signed their deal in the offseason. And I think you give the Sixers DeJounte Murray and Keldon Johnson, and we are the top two team in the Eastern Conference. Especially with Milwaukee playing as bad as they had been. Granted, they've had Chris Middleton out because COVID, and they had dealing their own shit too. Great defense, Andre. Wow. Could really use a three here. What up, Trees? What up, bro? I wouldn't take CJ. I wouldn't take CJ. I would take DeJounte Murray and Keldon Johnson over just the CJ trade. You can keep Yusuf Nurkic, dude. I don't want that man anywhere near the city of Philadelphia. That dude is the softest big man that isn't a stretch five I've ever seen. I really do think that would be a really nice trade for Philadelphia. DeJounte brings playmaking that we desperately need and defense to make up for Ben Simmons. Tyrese from fucking Nova Scotia. And Keldon Johnson's a microwave scorer off the bench who gets rebounds and hustles harder than anybody else I've ever seen. You put Keldon Johnson and Paul Reed together, ew, dude, ew. We would grab every rebound. We'd be so much fun to watch and so easy to cheer on. I think Philly fans would absolutely love Kelvin Johnson. Yeah, I agree. I mean, CJ is a great player, dude. But I would rather take 2 dudes than just CJ McCollum. That's my POV with that situation. Seth, you gotta pull the trigger on some shots, buddy. You got to. Trees. Sixers are down 14, 10 minutes left in the third. You're not missing much. It's not a pretty game. I think Ben Simmons is gonna when he gets traded, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's going to surprise you with what we get back. First of all, it's Daryl Morey. That man's not trading him for 50 cents on the dollar. He's getting what he wants, or he's not trading him. He's made that abundantly clear. And I think we need to take his word for that. Like, that's just the reality of the situation. Philly's really good. And, like, I think if you just give us a playmaker, an initial playmaker, because as much as I like Tyrese Maxey, he is not that. I think that Philadelphia is in really good shape. Like I don't know if another star like CJ would do something to hurt this team chemistry or Tyrese. I love that you're pulling it, but dude, if the Thunder trade for Ben Simmons, we would get Shea, and there's no way they do that. That's great defense, Tyrese. Pelicans, Brandon Ingram. I'll take Brandon Ingram. I think that's kind of where his value's at. Is like a 1-for-1. I think Brandon Ingram's probably that guy. Dude, D'Lo, love that kid to death. I love watching him play basketball because he's just a flashy motherfucker who scores 30 and then scores 7 the next game. But no, it's not a good fit in Philadelphia. Pick and roll wise, yeah, fabulous. Offensively, yeah. But defensively, he might be the worst defender in the NBA. So I will probably pass on a Seth Curry D'Lo backcourt. We would be giving up 85 points a night to their guards. See, yeah, I mean, Andre Drummond is a goddamn beast on offensive glass. Nah, no, what are picks gonna do, John? We don't want to pick. We don't want picks. Picks don't do anything. D'Lo is only gonna hurt the team. I love D'Lo, dude. I love that kid. Give me Anthony Edwards. Not gonna happen, but give me Anthony Edwards, or give me something like, bro, trees. I know, bro. We were talking about it earlier. You got to watch my video on it this morning. I woke up fucking ecstatic. I was really happy. I was a done deal. I was about to get my Jaylen Brown tattoo. Yeah, we don't need a jack at all. We need a playmaker, and we need a shot creating guard slash forward, like a 2-3 that can create a shot. I really kind of like that the idea of Malcolm Brogdon, Karis LeVert, but that can't be done until December now. So I don't know if that's realistic. Like I love Tyrese, but he's not a starting point guard on a championship team. You know what I mean? At this point, only team willing to take a chance would probably be team with a disgruntled player, Damian Lillard. Hood, we can dream here. We can dream here, sir. We are dreaming the same dream. Agreed. He's better off the bench too. Who? Oh, Tyrese. Yeah, Tyrese is way better off the bench. Dude, he's awesome. I love Tyrese. There's nothing against him. He's just not a starting point guard on a championship team. And with Embiid as Embiid, our window's not very long, so we can't just let him grow into that point guard. I mean, we can, but it's not going to help Joel. So we need to win now. And I think Daryl Morey has what Daryl Morey's so good at is he has such an awareness for his team. Like he knows exactly what this team needs. And I think what this team needs, there are two things, and that's it. A legitimate starting point guard that can facilitate an average over 7 assists a night, but also score a little bit. I'm not even asking for much. A 14-7 guy, and a guy who can either come off the bench or take up Danny Green's spot in the starting lineup as a 2-3 who creates his own shot, like a TJ Warren type of guy, or like more of like a Karis LeVert, but a healthy version of him, because Karis LeVert's never healthy. And like, I would like a trade with Indiana, but they don't stay healthy. So I don't want to trade with Indiana because the dudes don't stay healthy. Meanwhile, as we were talking, the Sixers are quietly coming back. Tyrese leading a second unit for Philadelphia would arguably make our bench the best in the NBA. I really believe that. Let's get rid of Kyrie because he can't play in New York, and Philly picks him up for Simmons, Harden, and KD. Sure. Danny Green for 3? Dude sucks. I don't think Kyrie is less value than Ben Simmons right now. Dude, we don't know if he's going to play ever again. Like, that's crazy to think about. Like, he seriously might just retire if he gets traded. You know what I mean? I would not do that deal for Philadelphia. I am one of the people who will say that I think the Sixers are doing the right thing. I think we're waiting, and we have a lot of leverage. Get that board. Good rebound, Tyrese. And we're going to get more than I think what we realize. Seth. Oh, yeah. Nice. Danny, got to get in, dude. Nice shot. Nice shot. He can play. It's just the Nets don't want to give up his rights. What about Simmons, Thibault, picks for Fox and Harrison Barnes? Yeah, I would do that. Oh, my God, I would do that. I love Matisse Thybulle too, dude. I love him. I think he's probably the greatest perimeter defender I've ever seen in my life. He might be the best defender I've ever seen ever. No, we have leverage. We 100% have leverage. Ben Simmons has nothing in this Sixers situation. Danny, got to get in, buddy. Big shot. Big shot. Sixers down 5, baby. What about dude? I love De'Aaron Fox. Like, I really love. And Harrison Barnes is having a career season. Career season. We would be really good. I would do that deal. Yeah, for real. Finally, Danny Green hit some shit. But I think we do, though. I don't think it has to do with leverage over other teams. I think having leverage over Ben Simmons in turn gives us leverage over other teams. That's exactly what that means. Because Sixers down 62-57, Jacks. Timeout in the third quarter. They came back. Danny Green hit back-to-back threes. Seth Curry playmaking like a Momo right now. The fact is that we called Ben Simmons' bluff. We said, yo, Ben, we're not trading you for nothing just because you won out. Like, that's just not happening. Ben was like, all right, dude, I'm not going to come to training camp. We're like, all right, dude. He comes to training camp because we're like, we're not going to pay you, obviously. Ben Simmons only cares about the money. So Ben Simmons comes. Ben Simmons doesn't really partake in anything. And we're like, all right, dude, you don't want to be here? You're out of here. Ben's like, cool, I win. And then we take his game checks away and his checks away. And he's like, oh, shit. Now he comes and says he has mental health problems. We're like, all right, dude, go do your thing for a couple of days. He doesn't play. The Sixers are winning, which is huge. This is the most important thing, is the Sixers are winning. Because if the Sixers weren't winning right now, we would have traded him. If the Sixers were 2-8 instead of 8-2, I promise you Ben Simmons would be gone. But Daryl Morey took a chance on this team, and this team is being successful. When you were winning, there's no rush to do anything. That's the beauty of wins. There's no rush. So the Sixers are winning. Ben Simmons is saying his mental health. We're like, all right, dude, here's some physicians, do this, come back and report to us. He's not reporting. We're like, all right, dude, you're bullshitting us. And he takes away his game checks again. Now Ben Simmons, as of this morning, is reporting to the Philadelphia 76ers physicians. The Sixers completely called his bluff and won. Follow my Insta prod. I'll drop it. Then you can DM me on there. Also, everybody like the stream, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Do the whole kit and caboodle. But that's my thing. Like that's my point. Yeah, super disrespectful trees. And I think the biggest bullshit is like it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because if he really had mental health problems, dude, he would have come out months ago and said this shit. He would have came out years ago and said this shit. And like, I'm not gonna say I don't believe him because I think that's in and of itself not fair and fucked up. But the timing of this, the way he's done it, I think there's no shot in the world he's telling the truth. I love how bad Julius Randle is. It's like my favorite thing about the NBA. Oh, yeah, dude, the Sixers have completely called out Ben Simmons on his bullshit. And it's been successful, dude. I mean, we get a rebound. Thank you. Yeah, dude, there's no way he's going to get his money. He's super scared that he's not going to get paid. He's using stupid excuses for shit that everybody knows is bullshit. He has no legal basis to get paid. And the funniest part is good defense. Wow. Funniest part is that was a great timeout by Tom Thibodeau, by the way. He's a good coach. Funniest part is that the Sixers are, in turn, because of this, gaining trade value for Ben Simmons. Because the point is, hold him out until a team becomes desperate enough to try and outbid other teams or just finally reach the quota of what Daryl Morey wants. That's the whole plan. The whole plan all along has been hold Ben Simmons until somebody becomes desperate enough to trade for him. It's always been the plan. And I understand how quick trigger Sixers fans are and just fans in general. They don't want him anymore. He's not on the team, so why keep him at all? I get that. But dude, there are bigger executive decisions. There are bigger important plays in here that are really important that you can't overlook. You cannot overlook, man. He's always seemed disengaged to the city. Oh yeah, he's never been able to cater to the city well at all. Never been able to. Embiid's just a dude who plays hard, plays with heart, fights through injuries, gives us 110%. That's all we ask, dude. That's literally all we've ever asked out of any athlete. Embiid embraces the intensity. Furkan, for three. Quick trigger there. All right, here's my thing with the whole Daryl Morey thing. It's a game. Oh, it's a big shot on Julius Randle. The thing with Daryl Morey asking for too much, it's not that that's what he expects to get and that's what he wants. Like, dude, there's no way. Daryl Morey, I promise you, doesn't want to trade Ben Simmons to Golden State for Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, and 4 unprotected firsts and 3 pick swaps. That's not in reality what he wants. The concept of it is you make the asking price outlandish in the beginning because that's how negotiating works. You're not going to settle for some shit. Dude, his trade value was as low as it could possibly have been over the past couple of months. He knows that. There's no point to move him at that point. But that would mean that Ben Simmons forfeits 4 years of money or retires, and that's hard to imagine. Exactly. Ben Simmons is not forfeiting 4 years of money. He's not throwing away $180 million. He's going to come back and want to play. He's going to have to, dude. And Daryl Morey knows that. We had leverage. We called his bluff. We won. Make a super high asking price in the beginning to make teams remember who he is. That we are like, dude, we're holding this to a high standard because he's a really talented guy who has a lot of skill left to play. He's a 25-year-old, 26-year-old, 3-time All-Star, 2-time All-Defender, runner-up Defensive Player of the Year. The dude, he's really, really good. He's really good. And 2 years ago, if you're saying trade Ben Simmons to Golden State for James Wiseman if he was around, Andrew Wiggins and like 3 or 4 first-round picks, we'd be like, yeah, that's a deal that would make sense. So his concept and his idea behind this all is remind teams what he is and settle for nothing less. You cannot, dude, think about it. Daryl Morey and the Sixers front office trades Ben Simmons for like 30 cents on the dollar and it doesn't work out. Who do you think is going to be fired first? It's going to be Daryl Morey. It's going to be the Sixers front office. They're going to be the first ones that get it. They realize that their job is also on the line. They can't just rush him out of here for Colin Sexton and Kevin Love. That shit does not work, dude. It's not going to work. You need to hold him until you get what you want. You have the leverage. You gotta use it. You gotta use the leverage you got. It is so hot in here, dude. Can we please turn the heat off? Really? What quarter? Second quarter? Chicago is a good team, man. Chicago Bulls are a good team. They're probably a top 4 or 5 seed. And I know the Sixers beat them twice, but I firmly believe Chicago is a pretty good team. Sixers have got to fight, man. George Niang's got to step it up. Nice shot, George. Second quarter, yeah, I figured. I need to go get my charger soon. Julius Randle sucks. I refuse to believe he's an all-star. I don't believe somebody just died. Was that Alec Burks that just died? Good take. Andre. Give it to Seth. Seth, got to hit that 3. Big shot. Big time shot, bro. Sixers only down 3. Yeah, it's a bad matchup. I mean, Vucevic is going to get eaten alive on the defensive end. And offensively, he's literally the problem with Chicago is Vucevic, which is weird because he's a great player, but he just has not played like Orlando Vucevic this year. He turned himself in like a weird stretch 5. Kemba Walker, I've never seen him make a 3. It's been like 3 years since I've seen him make a shot. Yeah, the Sixers are a really tough matchup for a lot of teams. Tyrese, weird shot, dude. I get it. We're only down 3, but don't force some shit over Taj Gibson. But the Bulls are a good team. I think so. Bulls bench is garbage. I don't think it's bad. I think Caruso is a great defender. Yeah, Warriors are nice, dude. Warriors are a good team. I like Javonte Green a lot. He gives me Bruce Brown vibes. That's a winner right there. I'm not a. She's telling me not. Yo, bro, listen. Caruso is he's a really good defender. Not much else after that, but I think if he could develop a shot, he would be scary. He'd be a really scary bench player. He'd be really good. Julius Randle, big time shot, dude. Caruso name drop. Bro, I'm a fan. I think he's a good player. Nice. And 1. I'm gonna get my charger real quick. My man Shake. What up, Topher? What's up, cutie? Hey, buddy. It is so hot in my room. Ow. Oh, shit. Bro, Niang's got 4 fouls. The dude barely even plays. Sixers down 3 again. We like that. Another night, Bulls at 27. Yeah, bro, the Bulls bench gets outscored so badly against Philly. But that's the thing is, like, dude, if you look at their point distribution, outside of DeRozan and Levine, they have nothing. Lonzo had 2 terrible games against the Sixers. Cool, dope, Prod. Welcome to the chat. Glad you stopped by. Always nice making some friends. Bulls are super top heavy. But the thing is, they're a scary fourth quarter team. because DeRozan and Levine they're nice. Like they're nice in the fourth quarter. They're shot creators. They have a lot of shot creators, man. And defensively, they're not great, but Caruso brings like a cool perimeter fear. T-Wolves or Grizzlies? Is it at Memphis? Probably I don't know, man. Probably I'll say Memphis. If it's at Memphis, I'm probably going Memphis. Yeah, dude, Lonzo's a great player. Oh, they missed it. Lonzo's a really good ball player. I love Lonzo, actually. I am a huge Lonzo guy. I think he's underrated. I think he's getting better every year. I wish he could be a little bit more aggressive sometimes because I think he lacks aggressiveness at times. Nice take, George. Vucevic had 2 bad games too. Levine's inefficient, but like he's a volume scorer. Like that's just what you're gonna get. And he's not inefficient to the point where it hurts you. Like he's a really, really, really good player. I think he's really good. I would take Levine over. This is a great third quarter. I said this from the freaking jump. 20-8 run, man. Vucevic doesn't match up well with Embiid. He's been bad this year. He's turned himself into an odd stretch 5 instead of like a legit overall scorer, in which he is usually. But Levine's a volume scorer and he needs shots to get his points, but that's a lot of guys in the league. Yeah. Lonzo doesn't get shots because DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, literally, they're like a worse Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They don't pass the ball. But Lonzo's a great playmaker. So like that's an awesome addition. I love that addition for him. Jaylen Brown, Shaver, Simmons, real. Depending on where you're seeing it, I think a part of it's I think a part of it's real. I think there's go watch my video, Kevin. Welcome to the chat, by the way. I think there's serious interest in Boston for getting Ben Simmons. I really do, but I don't know if exactly it's Jaylen Brown. But you know Daryl Morey. Daryl Morey's be like, go fuck off if you're not going to give us Jaylen Brown. But like, if you look at come back to Chicago, you look at Chicago. DeRozan and Levine are similar to Brown and Tatum in the way they play. They don't create for others; they create their own shots, and they're a tough team to beat in the fourth quarter. I think they're actually probably tougher than Boston because they're more clutch. Boston's not really a clutch team. I mean, Tatum's pretty clutch, but Ferg, if we take this lead in the third, I'm going to be ecstatic. Boston needs a lot. Boston would eat Simmons alive. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Boston would dominate Ben Simmons' mentality. It would be atrocious. It would be the worst fit ever. And I'm here for it. And I would love every bit of it. I would suck it all up. Pause. I take it back. I cut the last 15 seconds of this live stream. I take that shit back. Except DeRozan still can't shoot threes. Yo, but he's better now than he's ever been. He is better now than he's ever been. DeRozan's mid-range game is like, it's up there with Chris Paul's. Like, I firmly believe that. Yeah, trees. Act like you didn't hear that. Come on, bro. Ben can't play in the big city. But Ben can't play anywhere. The only place that I think Ben could succeed in is like fucking Sacramento. I'm a Boston fan, and I think that Jason and Jaylen Brown don't pass, but they got good players around them. Yeah, but who would they pass it to? Who shoots well on that team? Like Peyton Pritchard. But like, are we gonna get pissed that they're not passing it to Peyton Pritchard? I don't know, man. Boston's not well. Like they're not constructed well. I think Josh Richardson sucks. I don't know what just happened. I was pissed though. I don't think Boston's very good. I think Boston's really in weird shape with the way their team's constructed. I think they've failed on some draft picks as of late. Boston's not built well at all. No. No. And I think what Brad Stevens thought, which I think is very incorrect, is I think they thought that Al Horford would solve the problem. And though Horford's been okay, he's not a problem solver. Yeah, no, Boston. Do you want to hear Boston's problem? Boston is the perfect. It's the 100% perfect example of why you do sign and trades, and why sign and trades are the norm now because of Boston. Boston let their dudes walk. They let Kyrie walk. They let Gordon Hayward walk. They let Al Horford walk. You don't do that. That is a recipe for failure nowadays. You need to get something. You have to do a sign and trade. If you're going to lose a guy, you do a sign and trade. That's just the way it goes. That is the only way it's going to be successful. It's the only way. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, Andre. I never really looked at that. Start as a playmaker or a rim guy. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's probably a pretty good point, actually. If you look back at the past couple of champions, we got Milwaukee, dominant big, obviously Giannis. The Lakers with LeBron, he's a different story. But they also had AD. I don't know, though. They're in a weird spot. Like, they are in a really weird spot. I think what's weirdest about it is, like, Tatum and Brown could both arguably be the same guy. So it's like, can they coexist, though? You know, like, can they really exist together? It's clunky. What's the most trades in the Beal? No, I don't know, Kevin. I don't think Beal is the move for Washington because they're 7-3. But I did say that. What's the most? I think there's a possibility of Jaylen Brown. I really think there's a possibility of it. Where I've always said, where there's smoke, there's fire. Yeah, they could be the same guy playing on the same. Yeah, exactly. Tatum's not a 4, and I think that hurts him a lot because I think he would be a successful stretch 4 or an athletic 4, but he just doesn't really take on that role very well. I don't think he's a 2. I think they're both 3s. I think they're both small forwards, which is just like, it's just awkward. It's just a really weird fit. Neither of them play make very well to be able to pass to each other. Like, I think they're in a universe. There's a trade for Jaylen Brown for Philadelphia. I really think so. And like, maybe that's Ben Simmons' end to piece. Would you do Simmons and Seth for Brown? No. Sixers should never move Seth Curry. He is the best contract in the NBA. Dude, he had like a 4-year, $34 million deal. You don't do that. Yeah, Robert Williams is not an all-star though, Jax. I think that's their point. You don't trade Seth Curry. You keep him. He is the most valuable guy on this team, contract-wise. Seth stays. No shot. Seth gets moved. No shot. I think what a deal would look like would be Ben Simmons and like, oh, man, it's tough. Shake. I think Shake's probably that guy, that odd guy out. Unfortunately, yeah, I love him. Danny for 3? Oh, in and out. Maybe a small forward. Tatum's a scorer. Brown's a defensive. Nah, Brown's way more than a defensive slasher nowadays. He is a fucking legit. Jaylen Brown has gotten so good where I think there's an argument to be made that he's just better than Jason Tatum. I really think so. He is really, really good. Like, really, really good at creating his own shot and shooting. And he could put up 40% from 3 this year, guys. He's getting like 26 a game on unreal volume, like stupid high volume. I'm pretty happy that Obi Toppin's been good this year. And that's the thing. Atlanta has Herder, Hunter, and Cam that all play the 3, but I think only team 2 guys in their trade. The team would suck. Yeah. Yeah, big time. That's a great take. Sixers only down 1, by the way. The Hawks make it work, though. I think the Hawks are a different story because, like, oh, good defense. That's a jump ball. I call jump ball. Nice. That's where the Celtics are. Lots of good wings, nothing else. Yeah, but dude, I think Atlanta's deeper. Atlanta's way deeper than Boston. Atlanta, like, has a lot of good players. They're one of the deepest teams in the NBA. But Boston has no depth. Aaron Nesmith is not good enough to play. I don't know, man. I don't believe in Boston. I didn't believe him in the beginning of the season. I had him at the 7th seed. And that might not even come true. They might even be worse than that. They may genuinely be a play-in to lottery team this year. But I think if you give Boston Ben Simmons, count me in. I think it works for Boston. In a sense, I think it works better than it does now, but it doesn't make them any better. And for Philly, I think it's not the most perfect fit, but it's still really, I mean, that's really, it's almost as close as you can get. It's almost a perfect fit. Stop taking guys at the same position, go to guys that can actually be replacements first. Yeah. Atlanta's drafted really well. I think Atlanta's done a pretty great job of rebuilding in a short period of time. I mean, you get lucky when you draft a guy like Trae Young, obviously. Wow, what a take by George. Bro, that's what I'm saying, Trees. Niang puts up, I mean, not Niang. Jaylen Brown is as good as it gets in the NBA right now as a shot creator. Big shot, Derrick Rose. Yes, that's what I said, Kevin. I was like, yo, I just turned 25, and I was like, it's my Ben Simmons year. I'm gonna call work and tell them that I can't work, so they pay me. It's actually exactly what's going on right now. I was sick, and they're giving me COVID leave. Korkmaz for 3. Oh. If you're drafting to get a starter, then you will always not have a guy in that position. What do you mean? Then you will always not have a guy in that position. I don't think teams draft for starters for the most part. Call timeout. Sixers down 6. I love how the Knicks are going like hype, bro. You're beating the C League Sixers team. Boston's an interesting case study. I think 10 years down the line, when this is not going to be the team, I think it's going to be really interesting to see where they were, what they could have been, and what they became. Your team needs a starting 3. You draft a 3, the best 3 at pick 19. That guy isn't going to contribute the way you think he would at the start. This is just freaking nobody that correctly. So, like, when it comes to the draft, I think in the NBA, the consensus approach is top 10 pick. You either draft the guy who you think is going to be the best player available. That doesn't mean who is currently the best player available, but who is going to be potential-wise the best player available for your team. After that, I think the 10 to 15 range, you take flyers. You take a pick on a guy who is a project, who you think is going to be really, really good, but is not near there yet, like a Giannis. I think the Raptors win that game tomorrow versus Celtics. And then after that, I think from the 15, 16, 17 range up, you draft for the bench. You draft for the bench. Unless you're a really bad rebuilding team, and then you constantly draft for potential. Like constantly, you just potential. Try to get Giannis. That's how the draft is. And like, but if you look at good teams in the NBA draft, they're not trying to get a starter. They're not trying to go out and get a project. That's why I think the Jaden Springer pick wasn't the Sixers trying to be like, hey, let's keep this guy. Let's trade this dude in a Ben Simmons deal. I really believe that the good teams, playoff teams, you look out and try and get guys who are maybe a couple years into their college career, like juniors, that you know are just going to be good players. They're not going to be all-stars. They're not going to be huge time guys. But it's like Jared Butler. It's going to be Desmond Bane. It's going to be guys that are just, you know what you're getting out of them. Nice take, Tyrese. We're going to need more of that, buddy. And like, it's not necessarily best player available. I mean, it could be though. I mean, it's kind of fit, and the draft is like, it has three phases. It has the top 5, top 7, top 8, 8 to 16, 16 up. It all depends on the team's talent level. Yeah, Jaylen Brown's out for like 1 to 2 weeks. So the Celtics are not winning that game. But if they do, hear me out. If the Celtics do well with Brown out, do you think that makes Boston want to move him? You know what I mean? Do you think the Celtics are like, maybe they don't fit? Let's trade him? What do you think? I do personally. I think that Embiid and Simmons are a better fit than Tatum and Brown. That's a great take by Shake Dolan, by the way. Sixers only down 3 right now. I am shocked this game is this close. Like, who's gonna step up for Boston? I don't think they're there. I don't think they're functioning well as a team right now. I mean, they had a couple good wins though, but still. Seth, where are you, buddy? Seth Curry. My guy, what are you doing, dude? Sixers down 6 with 7.5 left. Tyrese has got to step up. Tyrese stepping up. Oh yeah, Andre. That's all you got to do. Throw that shit off the glass. Let the 295-pound, 6'10" guy dunk it home. Yo, Andre Drummond, I think, gets fatter every game. He is so big. He has 21 rebounds. Bro, Andre Drummond has 21 rebounds. Bro, this dude lives for the glass. Shake, what the fuck are you doing, buddy? Emmanuel wants that. Give RJ that 3. Brick. Fuck. There are a lot of Knicks fans there, man. A lot of Knicks fans. I really like. I think what's so crazy is when I woke up this morning and I saw the Celtics are interested in Ben Simmons and Jaylen Brown, but have to be involved. What is so interesting to me is that I believed it, which I think says a lot. I really think that says a lot. I think that says a lot about the Celtics. Kate Scott, you got to stop taking stupid selfies and putting them shits up on Twitter. Nobody wants to see you and Allah, bro. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. If the Celtics win, I think we trade Jaylen Brown. It would be so stupid. It would be so stupid. I really think it would be really stupid. Who would we get if we traded Tobias Harris? Do we have better ball movement than him? Look, I think Tobias Harris brings value in moments like where we are right now in this game. He is a run stopper. Like when the other team is on like an 8-0 run, Tobias Harris is the guy you give it to go get that bucket. Like Sixers fans need to understand, like if we love ball movement so much, then there's no point of trading Ben Simmons for like a star. But Sixers also, like the Sixers fans also really, really want a shot creator. Okay, you get a shot creator. It's going to be a ball movement stopper. Like you need to understand it's not going to be a perfect balance all the time. You know, I don't think the Sixers should trade Tobias Harris. I think Tobias Harris is really good. Really, really good. I like him a lot. And I don't think there's any chance the Sixers trade him. But I mean, if you would imagine the Sixers trading Ben Simmons and Tobias in the same move, we would get, you know how much cap space we would have to bring in for that trade to financially work? It would be insane. Shake Milton's been so bad, man. Seth. Oh, so many in and out threes, man. Yeah, it's not Tobias' fault. He went out and got a bag. Yeah, I respect him, man. I respect him. I respect the brother. Going out and getting paid. I would do the same shit, bro. You want to pay me $180 million? I would do whatever. I'll be an artist. That'll be my title. I'll act 180 million. And if you don't like the film I'm in, whatever, bro. I got $180 million for it. Got a lot more money than you. You may not like my art, but I'm pretty damn good at it. Shake, you gotta push the basketball. Move the ball. Don't just catch it and hold it. Oh, good pass. Shake Milton with it, and he heard me. My man. Where you going, Derek? Get that shit out of here. Tyrese's defense has been incredible. All right, push the basketball. That's a really big miss. Let's get an opener. Let's get Niang back in the game. They're going so hard under on Tyrese's. They're going so hard under on his pick and rolls. Bro, I'd act like Tyrone Biggums for a job. I was gonna say something like that, but I don't know if it's too much. But I'm glad you did. Smoke rocks, bro. I'll Tyrone Biggums for that shit too, bro. You put me in Fear Factor, $180 million. I'll do it. I'll lay in some bugs. Tyrese, you gotta make your free throws, buddy. You're a fucking 6'1" point guard. Sorry, we got fourth quarter Ferk back. You know he's gonna hoist up shots like no one's business. That's all he loves to do. I think Jaylen Brown would be the best possible thing. If not, I'm really set on that DeJounte Murray deal. Give it DeJounte and Keldon. Defense is here is big, ladies and gentlemen. Julius. Miss. Big time miss. Big time rebound. All right. Let's get a good possession here, guys. Sixers down 4 with 5 minutes left. Niang for 3. Let's go, baby. This Sixers team is special. Win or loss, this Sixers team is goddamn special. Damn, I love watching this team. Put some respect on his Niang. That's funny as hell. That's a great tweet. We should more. Yeah, I stream every Sixers game during the week. I love George Niang, bro. I'm gonna die for this dude. Yo, is Bryce Harper gonna win MVP? I think he might. It's either gonna be him or Juan Soto. Why are people so anti-Shake Milton? Never understood. This team is so much heart. It's unbelievable, Kia. I love watching them play basketball. Sixers up 3. Niang for 3. Oh, Andre Drummond just got pushed so hard and caught. I want to stay up for the Hawks Warriors tonight, but it's West Coast time. I'm probably gonna fall asleep. I hear you. I love how I couldn't. All right, let's get a good defensive possession here, guys. Julius Randle for 3, and he hits that. Wow, that's big. That's really big. That hurts. He's got 26. Good for him. Oh, just not getting in today. I play with a Spalding basketball. Sue me. What up, Jackson? What's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it has been weird. A lot of dudes have been saying something about it. At first, I was like, stop complaining. It's not important. But now, like, a lot of guys are coming out and it's like, it's not the same. And I'm like, oh, you know what, maybe. Yeah, I think a lot of that has to do with the refs now. Like, dude, there's so much contact right now that they're just not calling, which, like, cool. I love it because the Sixers have always played really physical defense. So the Sixers have been, like making out on it. So that's cool, but how is that not a foul, dude? Tyrese just got murdered. And he missed it. Ball don't lie, baby. What's the score? Sixers down 94-88. 3.5 minutes left. It is, dude. It is more than 90s ball. There are less fouls being called now than there have been back then. I love it. I think it's awesome. I think it's fun. I think it's consistent. Like, that's all I want. I don't care if it's a lot of fouls or not a lot of fouls. Just be consistent. And I think they've, for the most part, been pretty consistent. So, like, that's all you can ask for out of a ref. You know what I mean? Like, what? What? Furkan, big 3. Big time shot. That man is so lethal. He's been so good this year. He's been so good, dude. Sixers down 3, 3 minutes left. He's 5 of 11 from 3. I would take that. Julius Randle for 3. Big shot. Big shot. Yeah, dude, the Hawks are struggling because of it. Trae Young especially. Seth wants to pull it so bad. Seth pulled it. It's so funny. Seth wanted that shit so bad. Yeah, dude, Randall with a big time dagger. That's a really, dude. Julius Randle's been huge in this fourth quarter. Oh, Kemba, bro. The 2 guys I talk shit on. That's really bad defense by Furkan. I don't know about that foul call. Yeah, Trae Young's hands down the worst hair in the NBA. Luke Cornett's got a argument to be made though. That dude is so ugly. Fuck. Danny Green does that like once a game. No fouls. All right, let's push. We need to push the basketball here, fellas. Dude, Andre Drummond might have 30 rebounds by the end of the night. Seth, go out and get it. What is this offense? What is this offense that we got rolling in the fourth quarter like that? Sixers have 46 rebounds, and Andre Drummond has like 50 of them. I mean, Danny Green's okay. But, like, I don't know. I don't know if he's a starter. He also just got absolutely burnt. The Knicks are so happy. Yeah. No, Danny Green's a backup. Danny Green's a good backup shooting guard. Andre Drummond has 25 rebounds. Yeah, my thing was like Seth is the one that takes shots away from Seth. He just doesn't shoot it enough. He's not like he kind of fades away at points in time. When you get to the point where you're telling a guy not to take a shot so another guy can, yeah, it's time to move on. I mean, I do that to Furkan all the time, but he's been all right. I want Andre Drummond to shoot threes. Seth, pull up, buddy. Pull up, Seth. Nice. Good dish. All right. It was a good game, man. I'll take this. It was actually quick, too. It's only going to be 2.5 hour stream. I'm 48 from way downtown. All right, let's get Andre Drummond 3 before we lose this. Tyrese, can you pull it? What are we doing, guys? What are we doing taking 45 seconds to shoot the ball? Nice shot, Tyrese. Bro, I'm on. If I've seen Dwight Howard make threes, I believe Andre Drummond can make a three. You guys hear me? I believe it. I believe in Andre. It is so hot here, man. What the fuck? I'm sweating my dick off in this bitch. Andre Drummond make one before bed. Dude, if Andre Drummond shoots a three, I'll be pumped but pissed at the same time. Y'all think y'all gonna beat the Bucks? In a playoff series right now, no. Like personally, we're gonna need to get something for Ben Simmons, obviously. And this is a different team in the playoffs. Like I love. I mean, I understand how well they're playing, and I love it. But the playoffs are different, and as the team is right now, it's not a playoff team. Oh, tomorrow. Depends on who's playing for Milwaukee. If Milwaukee's fully healthy, probably not. Maybe if Tobias comes back, we can, but I don't think so. I think we probably lose that game. Pop it, George. All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out. It's been 2 hours and 19 minutes. It's been a fun stream as usual. Like the stream. Go watch my video today. My video is mucho extravagant today. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, so make sure you stop by. I'll see you guys. Peace.